And my interest is where that information comes from, that you should be investigating specifically General Madondo's security clearance. Because that was never part of the complaint.
So, Counsel, the question being that if this A1 of Adams is false, what do we make of the rest of the investigation?
No, all I'm asking is what would be the consequences of such a finding from a legal point of view? On anything. You make your choice, what it would impact.
If the statement is false, and because of the statement, you derive the evidence that is derived as a result of, then it taints that investigation. Unless there is other independent evidence that even if you didn't show anyone this A1 and you just approach them to say, are you aware that the transfer of Major General Madondo from KZN to CI, assisted by General Khumalo and other generals, knowing that she failed to secure a top secret clearance? If you took just maybe that part, because that is what it relates to, and you are able to find persons who can independently give you that evidence, and it is objective evidence, that evidence can't be tainted. What is the direct evidence out of this? Because if I look, and because there is evidence to support the allegations.
So it's not affected by the principle of fruits of a poison tree notion?
And that is what I said. It depends how far this goes. What derived from it is fruit of the poison tree? Is it everything, or is there independent evidence that you would have been able to glean? If I could just use the example, Commissioner Khumalo, and then maybe it might either fall within the fruit of the poison tree, or girl, you got it all wrong. And please don't tell the girl she got it all wrong. I'm trying to cross-reference. The question is very clear. The averment is very clear. Allegations related to the questionable lateral transfer of Major General Madondo from KZN to CI head office by Lieutenant General Khumalo, who was assisted by other senior generals to do so, knowing that she failed to secure a top secret clearance for many years. I find something, for me, that's independent. And for me, the independent is, now I don't know what these pages are marked. I think it should say 28-11-11, if you have something like that in the same file.
What page?
28,
yes.
11-11 in the same file.
And what about that page?
It refers to an affidavit. And here you're going to guide me. This is the one that we were not talking about names publicly, am I right?
Yes,
So there is a statement from a very senior official.
yes.
And what the senior official is saying, this person, Madondo, resorted under my district, was laterally transferred to CI after a request from General Khumalo. The lateral transfer was approved by the National Commissioner. What's important is I was not aware, nor did anyone inform me, that Madondo did not have a top secret clearance and was also refused a top secret clearance while she held the rank of brigadier, including the time when I, that is this deponent, chaired a promotional panel which resulted in her appointment as a major general in the post in that district. Similarly, I was not aware that Madondo did not have a top secret clearance when she was recommended for the lateral transfer to the division CI. I was also unaware that her application for a top secret clearance was refused.
And
Assume all of that
Yes.
is correct. Assume all of that is correct. What does it have to do with IDAC? Is it IDAC's mandate to investigate lateral transfers within SAPS and whether they were regularly done or not?
It was the issue of the vetting.
But does IDAC investigate whether somebody's vetting is correct or not? Is that IDAC's mandate?
No, and this
may,
is one of...
may I piggyback on that? We've taken the liberty of projecting Section 7. Please indicate accepting the correctness of the affidavit that you've just, part of which you have read into the record. Where do we fit in that Section 7, 1 capital A?
It would trip me up, as Commissioner Baloy already did, in relating, you have the top and relating to, not and. And so where ordinarily one looked at her fraudulent utterances, the fraud she perpetuated by indicating that she did have, and it's important to note because that the person whose affidavit we read at 2811 is very clear. I wouldn't have proceeded with this process knowing that, but it does not, given the discussions we had the other day.
Okay, then can I just follow on that? You're saying the fraud she perpetuated, that then speaks to General Madondo. What does General Khumalo have to do with that? Does the docket suggest he's part of that fraud as well?
The suggestion is he knew she had no clearance and that she had pending matters, which was the basis on which she could not be properly vetted and or transferred, which is supported by
But then,
3811.
to bring it into 7, he must have known of the fraud
He must have known.
because it's a fraud. So are you saying the docket suggests that General Khumalo knew of the fraud, was complicit in the fraud? Is that where the docket will land us?
That is what the allegation was, yes.
And there is a basis for that, I take it, in the docket.
That is correct.
Okay.
Should be there.
Chair, I see it's 1 o'clock. Might this be an appropriate time?
Yes, it is. Oh, sorry,
Chair,
sorry.
may I ask a question?
Yes.
I hope we finish today. I would really like us to finish today. You know, I'm not being disrespectful. I've been, my employment is terminated. I haven't been to the office yesterday or today to ensure that, you know, this is government. You know, the moment they tell you, they say, can you please just hand us your stuff and get out the door? and I haven't been able to get out the door. And so I'm hoping that even if we have to take a little longer, if we could be of a mind to finish today.
Ms. Silo,
Chair.
how long do you think will be this afternoon?
Oh, I thought the chair was going to ask me an easier question, which is whether we'll finish today, the answer to which would be a yes. I wouldn't commit to the time.
Yes.
Not too long, Chair. We should finish around our normal scheduled finish time or close thereabouts.
All right, all right. I would not be making an issue of it. It is just that Commissioner Baloyi has a Judicial Service Commission engagement, but she will attempt to attend to that issue. Let me say this so long, Advocate Johnson. We hope to finish, and we want as much as possible to come to your assistance in that regard.
I appreciate it and thank you.
Thank you. Let's adjourn and come back at 2 p.m.
Thank you, Chair.